y'all getting all the mama in this thing here? I'm sorry, y'all. I think y'all, is y'all getting all mama? Can y'all see mama? You. All right, y'all. So how y'all doing this morning? Child, I am having me a good morning. And for the record, this is my second video, but this is the main show right now. Okay, unfortunately, 9 o'clock show didn't happen. I did give y'all a car vlog, so go back and watch that, honey. Child, talking about my husband. Anywho, all right, so this is what's up for today, y'all. Okay. Now, Mama's having a few issues going on. First of all, one of my issues is, excuse if you see my camera saw, okay? I apologize. I tried to fix it, but apparently you can still see like the little lines from it, okay? So Mama, sorry about that. That little hiccup. I'll just call that a hiccup, okay? I hope y'all can see me. Yeah. All right, and okay, so yeah, so this is what we rocking today, okay? I'm back to my ponytail again today, okay? But this little giddy up here, it's a twist out that I swooped to the side. It look a little puffy. So I think I want to wet that down a little bit and get the puff out of it, okay? Because we don't want to do the puff, okay? So let's do that. So how y'all doing today, honey? So yeah, Mama had business to take care of today, y'all. I couldn't do my 9 o'clock show because I wasn't here to do it. I was actually out in my car at 9 o'clock. Okay, so yeah, so see, I'm gonna spray it down a little bit. I had 2 strand twists and I tied it up last night, and so I'm just gonna spray it down. Now, excuse my nail. I gotta fix that on set. Okay, but I want to fix this first before I do that. I guess y'all say, well, how come you ain't come on here all prepared? Well, I thought maybe y'all like the, you know, the 100ness, okay? Yeah, sometimes it ain't gonna be all together. Now, for the most part, it's together, okay? Don't get me wrong now. Mama got it together. But y'all just need to see that there's some imperfections that be going on sometimes, okay? Mama just don't have it together all the time, okay? All right, so yeah, let's do this. All right, so I wet it down with my, okay, let me take off my rings so that I can, whoops. Yeah, got to do that. Yeah, so I hate when I have business to take care of because it throws me off as far as, you know, like my housework and stuff. You know, I have like a routine that I try to maintain. And when I got stuff to do outside the house, it throws me off. So I'm back in the house. It is 11:50 right now. So I have time to, you know, get my stuff done and you know, get prepared and get lunch ready for the kids for when they come home from school. But you know, like I said, it just throws me off a little bit. Throws me off my game a little bit. Okay. Spray it down a little bit more. Get a little bit more wet. Okay, so yeah, now y'all probably like, okay, whoops, Lord, the hair is falling down, child. This that long hair that I'm supposed to be wearing for my girl. Hi, Miss Nito. You know who you are, girl. Mama ain't forget, okay? Yeah, this is Team Long Hair, y'all. Yeah, so anyway, y'all guess what kind of gel I'm using? Because I don't like stuff to go to waste, okay? So, this is what we have. We're using SpongeBob gel this morning. It's called hair gel, okay? So, I guess y'all say SpongeBob. That's for your daughter. Correct. This was a set, okay? It came, it was toothpaste, it was gel, it was a little fake razor, and it was a mirror, a SpongeBob mirror. It was a little set that came in a box that I had got my daughter for Christmas, like, I guess a year ago, okay? Well, she don't do her own hair, so of course she couldn't use the gel. And I didn't use it, you know, I never used it in her hair. So when I was like, you know, I told y'all about my minimalism situation that's going on. So when I was trying to do my minimalism stuff and getting rid of stuff, and cleaning out, you know, the kids' closets and all that stuff, you know, I was just going through some stuff, and I asked her, you know, I was like, oh, well, Shauna, do you want, you know, your little SpongeBob set stuff? And then she used the toothpaste immediately. That been gone. But the gel, you know, I said, you want me to use this gel on your hair? And she said no. And I don't know if it's because it's SpongeBob, but, you know, I don't know what's up with the kids. She loves SpongeBob, but she didn't want it. So I said, well, I'm not going to, you know, get rid of this. I'm going to just go ahead and try to, you know, use it on my hair. I mean, I'm not doing no major hairstyle, so it should be good. Oh, okay, it's starting to look a little, I might leave it out. Child, might leave it out. It's starting to look like something. Yeah, it needed to be wet because it was like shriveled up. It was puffed up. It needed some wet on it. I want to swoop it to the side like I had it, but that ain't doing too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. Now, when I come do my next video, yeah, that bad boy going to be swooped to the side. Because Mama got housework to do, okay? Yeah, I'm behind because I had work. I mean, I had business to tend to outside the house, so I am behind. I got to go throw a load of clothes in the machine. I got a load sitting there waiting for me to fold. I got dishes to wash. I got beds to make up. I took out some chicken for dinner tonight, so that's already unthawing. Once I finish my work, I think I'm going to go ahead and season up my chicken and stuff and have that ready for tonight. We're going to have chicken, macaroni and cheese, and spinach. I'm thinking that's what I might have for dinner tonight. I'm sorry, excuse me, with the chicken. Some spinach and macaroni and cheese. Alright, so, alright, what else I gotta do? Okay, so let me put my rings back on. Bam. Y'all know I'm a butterfly girl all day long. Hey. Do that. Put that back on. See, y'all? Oh, I took my rings off and I got gel on it anyway. Alright, so, yeah. I was going to put some eyeshadow on, but I'll do that later. I don't feel like doing all that right now. So let me switch my glasses up a little bit. Okay. Got my reading glasses on. Let's do some cute glasses. How about that? Bing! Alright, y'all. So, yeah. So, how y'all been doing? Yep, I'm telling you, I am happy today. Okay? Yes, I am. Hey, I take advantage of happy days, okay, and days when I feel good. Because, honey, I'm telling you, that depression stuff, let me tell y'all something. And the lady was talking about it on her video the other day. About that depression thing that women go through. Now, I don't know where that comes from. And she made a very good point. Like she said, depression doesn't come from drama. I mean, you can get depressed if you have a whole lot of drama in your life. But depression don't predominantly comes from drama. You could have no drama going on, okay? And just fall into a depression and you don't even know why. I've been depressed before and didn't have no clue why. And my husband would be like, well, baby, what's wrong? What's bothering you? What's on your mind? Nothing. Nothing's on my mind. Nothing's bothering me. I'm generally happy about my life right now. It's just that I just feel depressed. I have no idea where this comes from, ladies. I believe that it's something hormonally going on. Some kind of hormone thing that goes on with our bodies. And it just kind of makes us like that sometimes. Because, I mean, there are days, I'm telling y'all, for the most part, I'm like, woohoo, yeah, hey. All right, shimmy shaking and all that. But, honey, it's times when I'm just not in the shimmy shake mood, okay? I am not in the say it ain't so mood, okay? I am not in the mood. Okay? Yeah, and I don't know what that's all about. Yeah, I think I'm going to pin this up, y'all, because I don't want that hanging. Yeah, I think I'm going to pin it up. But it's not as puffy as it was. So let's get rid of that. I'm just going to do this and do a little swoop to the side thing. And then pin it up. So yeah, y'all. Yeah. So I understand where she was coming from, honey. When you get into that depression, honey, you don't feel like talking. You definitely don't feel like making a video. And for me, honey, I'm just gonna keep it real and keep it 100. I don't even be feeling like getting out the bed and getting in the tub. Okay. Oh yeah, depression gets on me. Now I'm just gonna speak for me, cause I keep it 100. Okay, I keep it real. Okay, and I'm just gonna be straight and be honest. And I know some of y'all can relate. I don't feel like getting out the bed washing my ass. Okay, and I don't. When I'm going through that depression, honey, it ain't good. I stays in the bed. I don't get out the bed and take a shower, a bath, or wash up, a whole bath. I don't do none of that, okay? I just get up to go to the bathroom. And I don't even want to do that, okay? So, yeah, that depression gets on me so bad that I don't even want to get out the bed to take a bath. Now, y'all can act like, oh, no, well, I do get up and take a bath at least. Okay, well, then, this information is not for you then, okay? Let it fly, because, I'm keeping it real and I'm keeping it 100. Okay, that's how my depression does me. Okay, and I can't seem to snap out of it. Like she was saying, you just can't. You know, and but I will say, okay, I don't go through depression nowhere near as much as I used to. Okay, she had mentioned something about somebody asking her about taking medication, I guess for her depression or whatever. Now, I'm going to just tell you from my experience, okay? I used to take anxiety medication, okay? Because I have anxiety, okay? And so for years, I had been taking anxiety medicine, and it worked perfectly for my anxiety. But what I didn't realize was that it was causing me depression. My anxiety medication was causing me depression. And I think the reason why for a long time I never knew that was because when I first got on my anxiety medicine years ago, I was working at the time, okay? And so when you're working and you're active and you're doing stuff, you don't tend to fall, at least I didn't tend to fall into a depressed boredism. Oh my God, I'm just bored. I'm depressed. I feel sad. When you're busy and you're active, that's why they say when you're depressed, you got to try to make yourself busy and try to do things, to get your mind off of just being, I guess, depressed. So because I was working, I guess I didn't notice, the depression. But once I wasn't working anymore, I noticed that I was depressed a lot. And I didn't know if it was because I was just bored, from being home. I guess I really just contributed to that, just being home and being bored. Now you might say, well, how you bored and you home? You're a housewife. Well, yeah. I was bored in the sense of, okay, yeah, doing housework, that's one thing, but that gets redundant. I mean, that's not going to excite you every day to get up and clean and mop and sweep and wash clothes and cook dinner and wash dishes and make up beds. I mean, come on now. I mean, that ain't like, woohoo. No. So, yeah, I would get bored. I would get bored and depressed. So, like I said, I was contributing it to the fact that I wasn't working and I was just home and just bored. But it wasn't until this year. Now, I'm going to tell you, I've been on anxiety medicine since, I'm going to say ever since in the 90s. Okay, I'll just say that. Ever since the 90s, okay? Maybe the latter 90s is when I first got on my anxiety medication. I have been on it ever since up until this year. So you can do the math, and that's how many years I have been on this medication. It was not until this year that I realized that medication was causing me major anxiety. Now, I was thinking, because I had told y'all once before that I had went through a time where I used to just sleep all the time. Now, that didn't have anything to do with my medication, because I had been on my medication for years, and the medication never made me sleepy and want to just be in the bed all the time. But I think I had started going through premenopause. Okay, so I don't know if any of you know anything about that. I'm sure some of you, I'm going to do my ratchet nail while I'm talking to y'all. I don't, maybe it's some older women who've already been through it. It's some women who's going through premenopause now, or they could be going through it and don't know it. Well, I was going through premenopause, okay, over the last, I'd say 2 years, okay? And so, I mean, I was depressed. And then even when I wasn't depressed, I was just sleepy. Like, I just wanted to sleep. And I would literally get up in the morning. Now, I would get up in the morning, get my kids off to school, okay? Get my husband off to work. And as soon as they leave, I would go in the kitchen. I would fix whatever breakfast that I was going to have. I would actually go in my room, sit on my bed, eat my food. I'd be watching whatever show I'm watching, eat my food, and then, bam, I lay down. And eventually the TV be watching me, and I would literally lay there and sleep from that. And this would be like, because my kids would go off to school like 8, it'd be like 8:15, and then by 8:30 my husband is gone. This was back then. And so by the time 9 o'clock came, I beat an 8 and chilled out. So from 9 until I would say about 2:50, because my kids would get off the school bus at like 3:50. No, my kids would get off the school bus at 3:20. So I would get up at least by 2:50 to allow myself time to get a shower, throw something on, and be ready to get them off the school bus. And then I would start my housework, my dishes, my vacuuming, my dusting, cooking. That's what time I would start my work. But I would literally sleep all day long. And that was my premenopause. So I was starting to think that maybe the premenopause and whatever hormonal imbalance that you go through when you're going through premenopause, in conjunction with my medication, I thought that was causing the tiredness and then the major depression that would come along with it. But then what happened was, over the summertime, I moved up here in New York from Maryland in July of this year. And so I had my medication, okay? So when it was time for refill, okay, so I hadn't yet switched over everything for as health insurance and all that, because I had to switch because I'm in a new state. So when I went to go fill my prescription, they wouldn't do it. Like, I had to pay out of pocket because the health insurance that I had was in Maryland. I had not yet gotten my health insurance and stuff straight for New York. So I had to pay for the medication, and the medicine, when I went to go get my refill at Walgreens, the medication was like $300 something. And with my health insurance, I was only paying, was it $1 or $2 copay? It was either $1 or $2 copay for the generic form of my anxiety medication. And it was like $300 something. So I was not going to pay $300 something for a 30-day refill. So I ended up, so I found out I had to pay $300. I still had like maybe a week's worth of medication left. No, actually I didn't. I only had like a couple days left, maybe a few days, 3 days left of my medication. So I was like, oh my gosh, because I mean, this medicine, I've been on it for years. And it keeps me grounded because, like I said, I have anxiety. So I ran out of the medicine, and I was trying to get my insurance, my health insurance situation straight up here, but it wasn't straight yet. So I ended up not being able to take my medication. So I realized, like, after a week, I think I had a little bit of issues as a result of not being on my medication. I was very irritable. I don't know. I could just tell, the difference. So what ended up happening was, after, the first week, and then after a couple weeks went by, I realized I had, like, major energy. Like, I had major energy, and it was like, whenever I would come on my menstrual, like a week or so before my menstrual, I would get really, like, out of energy. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I heard something. I forgot my turtle. I got a turtle named James. He's like this big. And he be making noise, and sometimes it be sounding like somebody rumbling papers or walking around or something. Anyway. So anywho, and if this cut off, y'all, I'll come back and just do a part 2, okay? Because the video I did, my car vlog that I did, is uploading now. So, yeah, I can't delete it yet. So anywho, yeah, I just realized I had a lot of energy, and then I realized, okay, when it was time for me to come on my period, I wasn't depressed, I wasn't out of energy, like I was just so full of energy, and that was like not the norm. When I'm getting ready to come on my menstrual, it was really bad as far as my, being tired and out of energy and depressed, and I realized I didn't go through that month, when I was coming on my period and I hadn't had my medication. And I said to my husband, I said, boo, I said, I think that medication was making me depressed. I said, I haven't felt depression. Even when, right before my period, I said, I don't feel depressed. I said, I'm getting ready to come on. I know that because of the little cramping. I said, but I don't feel depressed. I'm not out of energy. I'm just like full of life, full of energy. And so as time went on, okay, still not taking no medicine, I'm feeling great. So finally, I got my health insurance straight after about 2 months. But I realized how good I felt. So I was just like, you know what? I think that medication is causing me to be depressed, because all of a sudden, I'm not depressed anymore. I don't have that issue. I'm not saying I don't ever get depressed, but it's nowhere near as much or as long as it was when I was taking that anxiety medicine. So now my health insurance is straight, but I don't want to take the medicine no more. Now, let me tell you what effects that I'm having as a result of not taking my anxiety medicine. Okay. So you saying, well, okay, you're not taking your anxiety medicine, you might be having major anxiety. Yeah. And another thing that I realized that was going on with my medicine. My medicine was causing me not to feel, so to speak, like emotions. I realized that after taking the medicine, I was totally not depressed. I was totally full of energy. But I also became very, very, very sensitive. I'm not usually a sensitive waterworks type person, aka crying all the time and all that stuff. But I realized after not being on that medication that everything made me feel like I wanted to cry. And that's not me, because Mama don't do no whole lot of crying. I really don't. But I realized that everything made me so emotional, and I didn't like that. I did not like that, because I'm not a waterworks person, and I couldn't figure out why do I want to cry all the damn time over stuff that usually I'd be like, oh, whatever, miss me. Yeah. Now that has gotten better. I don't feel that wanting to cry all the time as much, but I noticed that in the beginning that I just wanted to cry about every damn thing, and I'm like, I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person to do some sit-ups. Stop crying and do some damn sit-ups. Yeah, I'm one of them. So like I said, I don't have the crying thing as much as I did. I guess that was just one of my withdrawal issues from not taking anxiety medicine. So I don't have that anymore like I used to. I still have it more than I ever did, but not nowhere near like in the beginning. So anyway, I'm just rambling on about, but yeah, I think that medications that you take for depression and anxiety actually causes depression. That's just my experience. Now, don't nobody go stop taking their medication and all that stuff. You talk to your doctor, or you analyze and determine what's going on with yourself, and you can see whether or not your medication is causing issues. But yeah, my medication was tearing me up. And then I think with the premenopause on top of it, honey, I was going through it. Yeah, so, anywho, I'm going to go ahead and hang this phone up right here now, y'all. And then I'm going to come back and do another video, because this is long and I don't want it to cut off. But yeah, that was just my little depression and anxiety story. Yeah, honey, the medication was tearing me up with depression. But depression is real, and, yeah, us women be going through that. And like I said, even if you're not taking no medicine, I think it's just something hormonally that women go through. And it's bad, y'all. I'm telling you, when you going through that depression, honey, you can't snap yourself out of it. And that's when I find myself watching tons of YouTube videos. When I'm depressed and I'm in the bed and I can't seem to motivate myself to get up and shower and fix myself up, I watch tons of YouTube videos because I'm trying to get that motivation from y'all. I watch a lot of day in the life videos. I watch a lot of housewife videos of women that's housewives, and they, me watching them, like they'll do day in the lives, and they'll show you how their day go, like how they clean and deal with the kids and all that. And I be trying to get my motivation so I can get up and clean and do stuff. And then, to try to get my motivation up, to far as to fixing myself up, get out the bed and shower, fix myself up. Then I watch my get ready for me videos. I be trying to motivate myself a whole lot when I'm in that depression state. Whew. Anyway, so let me hang this phone up, y'all, okay? And I'll come back, okay? Maybe I'll do a little eyeshadow or something, okay? And I'll come back. All right? So, yeah, hit subscribe, honey, and it'll come straight to, all my videos will come straight to your email inbox, right? Your channel feed, honey. You ain't got to find mama. I will find you, okay? All right. Goodbye, y'all, and happy Friday.